Hello, I am Coach Dee and welcome to your 10-minute lazy girl workout. That's right, you can do this workout right in the bed, wherever you want, on the couch, on the floor, anywhere. This is for when you're not feeling quite like getting a hard workout, but you want to get in some tiny kind of bit of movement. This is for you. Let's go. All right, so this is our lazy girl workout. You don't even have to stand up, all right? You don't even have to get out of bed. You don't even have to get out of your pajamas if you don't want to. We're gonna be laying down, so you can grab a mat, you can lay down in your bed, on your couch even. I just want you to lay down and we're gonna do what's called an animal stretch. Now, if you look at your dog or cat and they stretch, they're stretching, but they're also flexing. So I want you to open up those fingers, open up those toes, stretch. I want you to pull that rib cage up to the ceiling, really flare that rib cage. Good, relax, exhale, inhale, and then stretch again before you exhale, and now exhale. As you exhale, then relax the body. One more time, just like that. We're gonna inhale, flare the rib cage, stretch out the fingertips and the arms and the legs, flex those quads, and then exhale, release slowly. Lay there for a minute because you're a lazy girl right now. Now we're gonna just roll over into what's called a child's pose. Now, with child's pose, all you're gonna do is you're gonna have those toes on the floor. You're gonna sit those glutes back onto your feet. Reach forward. Now I want you to reach forward with those fingertips, spreading those fingertips again, letting that head fall through the arms. Hold it here. Good. And then from there, all we're going to do is come forward just a little bit, and we're gonna do the cat stretch. So like a house cat stretch. Get that tailbone up to the ceiling, stretching out those arms. Good. And then take those arms, walk it back. We're gonna go back into child's pose. We're just waking up the body, getting a little bit of blood flow right now, a little bit of mobility and flexibility. Good, again, walk it up, tailbone up to the floor, up to the ceiling. Good, flare that rib cage again right here. Pull that belly button in. Last time in child's pose, walk the hands back just a bit, letting the glutes drop to the heels. Good, letting the belly fall through the legs, letting the head fall through the arms. Perfect, all right, we're gonna roll it right back over in the prone position. Okay, so we're gonna have our feet nice and flat, hands are flat right here, and we're gonna do a snow angel, okay? So just like as if you were in the snow making a snow angel, we're just gonna take those hands from the pockets all the way up, just drag them along the floor or the bed or the couch, wherever you are, all the way up, and then back down. Good, right back down to the pockets. And then if it's more comfortable for your low back to bring those feet up to where your knees are up like this, that's totally fine too. Snow angel again. We're getting some rotation in the shoulders right now, working those shoulder joints. And you know that the more you move your joints around, the more it will signal your body to release what's called synovial fluid. That is a lubrication for your joints. So you want to keep those joints healthy, keep them lubricated, you gotta move, right? So good job, lazy girl. You are keeping those joints healthy while being in bed or wherever you're at. You can have your pajamas on while you're doing this. You could be watching TV while you're doing this. Or actually, you're watching me, that's right, I forgot. Good. One more time, all the way up. So I want you to try to keep those shoulder blades on the floor as much as you can. And you want to keep that top of the shoulder pointed right behind you. So that wall right behind your head, you want to keep those shoulder blades pointed that way. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I liked those. I did more than 2 more. All right, so next, we're gonna go into what's called a scissor kick. You're still gonna be on your back. With the scissor kick, we are going to get into the abs, okay? So this is gonna be an ab workout. We're gonna have those hands at your side. If you are on the floor like me and you need some help, you're gonna sit those hands or put those hands right on under the glutes, okay? If not, you're gonna be here. You're just gonna take 1 foot up, 1 foot facing the other wall. So the toes, 1 facing the opposite wall, 1 facing the ceiling, and then you just switch. These are scissor legs right here. Good. And then if this is super challenging, all you're gonna do is bend. and it becomes like a little toe tap or heel tap, and you're just switching, you're alternating those feet, those legs. Now, as you are moving, whichever modification you chose, I want you to really flex into those abs. Make that mind muscle connection into the low abs, really getting those low abs to fire. And now if you're on the ground and you have a firm thing that you're on, like the floor, I want you to push that low back down into that. That's how you're gonna get those abs to fire. You can also do something like a crunch. Don't pull on your head, but I want you to try to get those shoulder blades off the floor. You're crunching here. You're gonna make your spine like a little soup bowl. Yeah, it's gonna help engage those abs a little bit more. Good. If not, you can just be right here, scissor those legs. Remember, this is just to get some movement in, right? Maybe you're starting your day off, maybe you're ending your day, maybe you're smack dab middle of the day and you just wanna move. Good, and then relax. Good, feet are comfortable wherever you need to be comfortable. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the arms. We're gonna take one arm. Now, your goal here is to try to keep the elbows nice and straight. And as you come up, I want you to feel your bicep scraping down on your ear and touching your hips. So you're staying really close and tight to the body, scissoring those arms. Now right here, one thing that can happen, there's a hair on my face. One thing that can happen is your rib cage will flare. I want you to try to push that rib cage down. That's gonna make your abs nice and tight when you do this. Good, so don't let the rib cage flare right now. Good. This also requires a lot of mobility in the lats and in that shoulder rotator cuff. So I want you to try to really stretch overhead, keep that bicep in line with the ear as the arm comes up. Perfect. All right, now this is gonna be a lot of fun. Let's see if I could even do it. So have a fun time watching me do this. We're gonna take your legs up, your arms up, and we're gonna scissor both of them, okay? So we're gonna move the same side at the same time, all right? We're gonna take one down while the other two stay up and then switch. So they're like connected. Your left moves with your left and your right arm moves with your right leg. Good. And again, if this is too hard, just use your knees. Knees are fine. You can bend right at the knee. This will make it a little bit easier. Remember, keep those elbows straight. Try to really stretch that arm or really shrug that shoulder into the head. Good. All right. Now relax. Now this isn't just for fun. We're gonna try to do it opposite. So opposite side moves opposite of each other, right? So we're gonna go right, left, right. All right, so now the left hand and right leg is gonna come back, and then we're gonna switch. Good. Still a little bit of mind games here. And then we are done. Good job. All right, next move. We're gonna do open the book. Now this is really, really good for mid-back. This is gonna help stretch like the whole mid part of the torso here. We're gonna take our knees together, feet together, just like this, and we're just gonna drop them to one side, okay? We're gonna have both of the arms out like a letter T, and we're gonna close the book. So you close the book, and now open the book. Yes, we're gonna do 5 on each side. Go as slow as you want to. Really enjoy this. Good for that spine to open and close and twist. Nice and healthy and mobile. Good. This one always gives me that urge to like stretch for some reason. So if you want to and you need to do that, go ahead and get your stretch on. Good, one more, and then we're gonna do the other side. Good, knees come up. And then we do the other side. So drop the knees to the opposite side, and we're gonna close the book towards that side, and then open it up. You're gonna feel the stretch in the chest, shoulder. You're gonna feel the twist in the spine. You're gonna feel it in the mid-back. If you're really, really tight, you'll feel it a little bit in the low back. Some people will even feel it in that outer thigh that's on top. Good, one more. Close, and then open. Those are one of my favorite ones. Okay, now we're going to do the sexy mermaid to the downward dog. So, sexy mermaid is funny. This is what I make fun of people's push-ups sometimes. So we're gonna have our legs up and crossed, and all we're going to do is push up, sexy mermaid, and then back down. Good. So some people do their push-ups like this, which is wrong. But this is good to stretch. So if you need to keep your feet down, you can do that. This is gonna be good for the abs. Good, let's do one more. Perfect, now you're gonna curl the toes down into the floor and you're gonna push that tailbone up. We could walk the hands in if you need to. Up to the ceiling goes your tailbone. Head falls in between the arms. Downward dog, good, take it back down nice and slow. Good, feet come off the floor. Push up, sexy mermaid, good. Feet back down, tuck the toes. Tailbone to the sky. Downward dog. Let's do one more like that. Sexy mermaid, good. And then down, toes. And now downward dog. Dogs to mermaids, good. And then back down, we're gonna do a pigeon pose. So you're gonna take one foot forward. Good, knee comes forward, and we're just here, gonna pose, sit up. You can come down, chest comes to the floor, and then you can sit back up. And again. Nice. One more leg, we're gonna switch. Luckily we don't have 4 legs, this is the last one for today. Take that chest down to the floor and pick it back up. One more time, down and pick it back up. And then you can do your fancy breakdancer move. And you are done, lazy girl workout. See you next time. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.